Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Skyblock Randomizer. My name is awesomeasblue, and if you're new to the series, here's a little recap on how this works and how far I've come. In the beginning, I started on one block of bedrock, but every 30 seconds I get a random item from the entire game. Then I expanded my island, which for some reason took a long time because I kept getting blocks I couldn't use. Oh, and by the way, I started this series in 1.14.4. In episode 3, I expanded like crazy and was finally able to make a small farm and a cobblestone generator. And for some reason, I made a cow pen. Then I made a villager breeder to get access to more items and a stray farm because I didn't have a skeleton egg yet. I also finally updated to 1.19. I worked my butt off in episode 5, making a trading hall for my villagers and expanding my island just enough to make space for a few farms. And most recently in episode 6, I doubled, maybe even tripled the size of my island. I built an iron farm and a library for my librarian villagers, went to the nether, and built an automatic storage system because I had so many blocks I was starting to run out of space. Now that we're all caught up, this episode I want to build a greenhouse, but before I build it, I want to put a building around the sorting machine, because as much as I like looking at all my hard work, it doesn't really fit the vibe of the island. But before we start working on anything at all, I need to expand the island and move all those smaller machines because they're gonna cause some issues with these builds. So let's get right into it. Now that we have space for everything, let's go ahead and enclose our sorting system. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with the block palette for this build because I know I want it to stand out from our previous two. I think I'll go with birch for the main block and maybe spruce for the roof, although I know I'm excited to do the interior because I don't get to do those very often. Here we go! And we're finished! Well, almost. I'm still waiting on some dripstone to finish off this part, and I still need to get item frames for the labels, but I'm quite proud of it at the moment. I tried a new roof style and a new block palette on this build, but the only thing I'm not sure on is the exterior. Usually I'm pretty good at these, but I seem to have drawn a blank on this one. I think I was a little too focused on putting it inside a building, so I would love to hear your suggestions in the comments. I was thinking maybe some fan art on the outside? We interrupt your not-so-regularly scheduled video with breaking news! Tragedy has struck the awesomeasblue YouTube channel and the community as they discover that only 20% of viewers are actually subscribed. That means that 80% of viewers are not subscribed. Subscribe now to support this terrible crisis. What in the world was that? Anyway, it's time to gather materials for the greenhouse. I'm gonna go with light blue glass and smooth basalt, although it feels like I'm missing something. Who cares? I'll figure it out when I get to it. Gathering everything took way longer than expected, but I figured out what I was missing. Warped wood! Well, stripped warped wood. Now that we have our blocks, let's get right into building. I am so insanely happy with how this came out. I think the stripped warped wood was perfect. I especially love how the inside looks with the stained glass. It gives the whole space a beautiful blue tone. And now all that's left to do is decorate the inside. And here it is! The greenhouse is officially complete. I really enjoyed doing the interior, and I think it came out pretty well. Now there's obviously a lot of open space, and I've decided to leave this open for now because I'm not exactly sure what to do with it yet. I've thought about putting some automatic farms in here, but now I'm not sure if we'll have enough space for very many of them. But I will probably change the interior a few times in the future. Now, while I was working on all this, I have also been filling in the library, and I want to show you guys how it's going. It's still a little bland for my liking, but I'm working on it. Slowly. But anyway, I filled the top level completely with the chiseled bookshelves from the new 1.20 update, which are surprisingly easy to craft, by the way. And I've been putting regular bookshelves around the villagers, with chiseled bookshelves above the villagers I really like. But I definitely need to find a way to spruce up the interior. With all the progress we made last episode, I feel like I haven't done hardly anything at all, even though I practically doubled the size of my island still. But I have something I want to show you all. I want to show you all my vision for this world. I want to transform this void into what appears to be a real Minecraft world, with caves and mountains, and even tons of different biomes, both custom and vanilla, and even with different villages scattered around the whole world. Yes, this seems like a huge project, but I keep envisioning how much fun it will be to have almost complete creative freedom, with a blank canvas in almost every direction. And I also see this world being around for a long time to come. There is still a lot about Minecraft I don't know, and I've been playing practically since it came out, so I am taking this as my chance to learn as much as I possibly can about this amazing game we all love and adore. So with that being said, this is going to be the end of this episode. I hope this has inspired you to reach for your dreams, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store.